Warning, we are a spoilers podcast. At times we are also an offensive podcast. And we are most certainly a verbally explicit podcast. So if you fear for any of your delicate sensibilities, please back up now before you reach the point of no return. Alright, pussies, this is your final warning.
Good evening, because that's about the time that we're recording this, and welcome to another episode of Cinematic Anarchy. With me this evening, we have our regular crew. We've got Miss B.
Hello.
And Mr. Omar.
Hello, hi.
And, well, this evening we are going to... Go ahead. What?
I'm sorry. Speaking of the movie we're talking tonight, because a lot of things reminded me of him, shout out to the irregular Seth.
Yeah, where is Seth?
God damn it, Seth. Seth is just an entity at this point. He doesn't exist in the podcasting world with us right now.
This entire season. He was there for like the entirety of season one.
Almost
and then
this entire season. When has he ever been here on this season?
Like one of the first episodes.
Oh, okay.
Before the shit.
When we get together.
I don't remember.
Well,
yeah. When we commonly get together in the same house, we should all wear shirts that say "Free Seth."
Free Seth. Oh God.
From himself.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, put that in like little italicized words underneath, little tiny letters from himself.
He's the podcasting version of Where's Waldo. He's really fucking hard to find.
Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
Oh my God.
Yeah. San Diego.
Alright, so this evening we are discussing the John Cusack, John Malcovich vehicle, well, being John Malkovich. And, this movie. Okay.
In which John Malkovich became a vehicle.
This movie is a fucking trip.
I like that. The John Malkovich vehicle in which John Malkovich became a vehicle. So
yeah, it did.
Dude, and then the whole, like, John Malkovich going into his own head and he's fucking, like, everyone.
Personal recommendation.
Malkovich.
Yeah. Personal recommendation, people, do not watch this movie sober. But also not your regular on sober. You should do it with something you're doing for the first time.
How about watch this movie and you might wonder if you're still sober?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
It's a good movie, though. Fucking good cast.
Excellent cast. And
Definitely.
I am not a fan of Cameron Diaz at all. I'll be honest, but this movie I liked her in. I really did.
Yeah.
She was rather green at that point.
No, I think she was like right in her career at this point. She was green when she was in The Mask.
Oh, I see.
The Mask was after this?
That was her first movie, The Mask.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was green in The Mask, you know.
She looks way older in The Mask. Like mature, I guess. She looks like young and naive in this.
Okay,
she just looks more raggedy in this. Which is the point.
The raggediness that made her look...
Yeah, exactly. It's the raggedy that makes her look older.
Yeah, I guess I agree, yes. You're not wrong and you're right.
But, fucking, the whole, like, Cameron Diaz, I think I'm transsexual.
Right.
She went into John Malkovich's head once.
Yep.
You gotta
and then
love
this bitch, oh god, what's her fucking name?
Which one?
The other one.
The actress from the other actress?
Maxine?
Yeah.
Maxine, yeah.
This bitch, she just doesn't give a shit. She just wants to sleep with something that's not in control of itself.
Yeah. That was her kink.
That was
Yeah, right? That's like an exaggerated rape fantasy.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. I think she was doing it to prove a point, because if you know what happened, She was doing it to try to drive Cameron Diaz's character over the edge. Because she overheard the whole I think I'm transsexual thing. So what she did was she purposefully engaged with John Malcovich so that she could push her over the edge. So...
one of those movie characters.
Yeah, but the whole time she was like, oh, I'm in love with you, this and that, blah, 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 and then fucking Craig takes over, John Cusack's character, and starts puppeteering John Malkovich. Because, that's his thing. He's a fucking puppeteer. Who does,
he was already a puppeteer.
Little, street puppet shows that are super not appropriate for family settings.
Yeah. That movie was crazy all in all. I enjoyed it, nonetheless. Don't watch it sober.
Yeah.
Oh, no. It's not a sober movie, honestly. I mean, I had to watch it sober because, well, I'm a sober individual. I drink socially, and there's nobody here, so I'm not drinking. So.
I mean, we're there in spirit.
Here, you're just not physically here. Yeah. Nobody can see my hand gestures. It's one of those things that I do.
In spirit is a thing. You can back the camera up a little bit.
In spirit is a thing. We should just drink socially one of these days. Socially distant.
Right, we'll just all gather and everybody's required to have a beer while we're doing the podcast.
Yeah.
Next weekend, everybody bring their own beer to their own podcasting seat.
I see no problem with that.
It's
for that next movie, we should probably do that because yes.
What do we have up next weekend?
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Right, another one not to watch sober. Really, I mean.
It's such a good fucking movie, bro. One of Jim Carrey's best. I don't want to talk about it right now because we'll save it for next weekend. It's one of my favorite fucking movies.
It is very good.
Find some extra people for that podcast.
I'm working on it, bro. Hey, listen, I'm the only one that's been finding people, okay?
I tried my handful of people. That I've got.
I'm an antisocial. I don't have too many people that I could tell them let's do it, and they probably will.
I've got news for you.
I got Fredo here, who's got some good input on things sometimes. When he wants to talk.
I got a little secret for you, just a little one.
Oh,
you guys are my people.
Huh?
I've invited you. There's a reason why you're here. There was Seth. There's you. There's Omar. You guys are my people. So
me. For this, basically, yeah. I mean. Depending on the movie, if we ever come up with a certain movie, I could probably invite somebody. I think for the Spotless Sunshine, I could ask Emily from work if she would join us.
Foster?
Yeah.
Cool.
I've got a couple of friends who love this fucking movie too, so I'll ask around again.
You gotta drag Andre over here at some point.
Andre probably will at some point because he loves a challenge and he loves movies, but he's more into action movies.
And this is out of Jim Carrey's usual, normal, funny kind of movie.
That's one of the things that I loved about it.
By the time
you played it really well. Okay, we're not talking about this movie this week. We're talking about being John Malkovich. Or are we done about John Malkovich?
Which, by the way, should have a part 2 called Being Jim Carrey.
Oh my God.
That's the question. What other people do you think would be fun to have, just to put on screen, have their mind invaded?
Being
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen. Oh my God.
He was in the fucking movie.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody that's no longer with us that probably would have made a great movie like that, Jerry Lewis.
Robin Williams.
Oh my God.
Steve Martin.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
Steve Martin hasn't been doing a lot lately.
Yeah, I know.
He's up there in age.
I just asked about him the other day. What's he doing now? I think he's producing or something.
Trying to stay alive.
Oh my god.
Being Bill Murray.
Being Bill
That
Murray.
would be...
That name... That name actually flows off the tongue a little bit. Being Bill Murray. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being De Niro.
With his cousin Chris.
Being De Niro.
Robert De Niro, yeah.
Right.
Being Woody Allen.
No, I am...
Being Bob Saget.
I can't
Yeah,
Bob
that
Saget.
too.
Woody Allen, I'll take a hard pass on. I'm good. I am not paying $200 to get into that fucking mind.
Well, like, let's keep it in, like, the, 90s... The more famous 90s actors. Instead of, like, who's famous today. Yeah,
Bill Murray.
Being Tom Hanks.
Jim Carrey.
Oh, Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks, probably, yeah.
Being
I'm thinking of
Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock, yes.
Yeah.
She's crazy enough.
Being Carrot Top.
Okay. We're just throwing a bunch of randoms at this point.
Yeah, Carrot Top is quite a random.
Have you seen Carrot Top lately?
No.
Okay. And you know who
Is he
Carrot
as
Top
parody
is, right?
as ever?
You know who Carrot Top is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
The famously bad prop comedian who tried to become an actor. Carrot Top is the most...
Super brolic now.
He is
looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Right? Arnold Schwarzenegger, yes.
Yeah.
He looks jacked, and it's like, with that face and the fact that he had some serious work done on his lips and everything, he looks like this seriously jacked cat lady. He does.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, he looks...
I'm gonna look him up right now.
He's like one Merlot away from being a seriously jacked cat.
Guarantee you that guy is neck deep in pussy cats.
He's in Vegas.
You look like you're gonna flip out there. What are you doing? What is that?
Oh, she's so handsome.
Sorry, Owen's being a brat.
You looked like you were trying to bring a plane down the runway.
Were you parking an
I'm
airplane?
just like waving my arms. He stopped. He stopped running around and being a brat. Fucking, I'm gonna eat you one of these days.
Come on, there has to be more to say about this movie. There really does. We made it 8 minutes and we were done talking.
Like, I like it. I'm the one that suggested it. I don't even know, I don't know what else to say about it, the plot was the cast was great.
I love when John Cusack character started to, go unhinged. And then he's wiping a candle out. And he came back just to torture her with his adventures with, what's the name? Lottie,
yeah.
I just used his hand. I drove his hand through your girlfriend's glorious dick. He lost it.
I like the premise of this whole thing taking place on a half floor. That they explain was built by the guy that built the building for his midget wife.
Yep.
Okay, what's to look for? You're surprised.
I'm seeing Carrot Top.
You're looking at Carrot Top right now? That is one scary looking.
You haven't seen him lately, right?
I don't like it.
Scary looking for the wrong reason.
Oh my! That's gonna haunt me in my sleep paralysis dreams.
Why did you look that up?
You just gave me a new sleep paralysis demon. Fuck you, Chris.
Imagine that there's a blackout when you're out taking your trash in the middle of the car.
Imagine that. Thank you very much.
And he's taking his trash at the same time, taking his trash out. Because it's trash day, right? You see this in the middle of the dark. This super orange guy. Super brolic.
I
don't like it. I'm very uncomfortable.
Cast him in a scary fucking clown movie, and you don't even need to put makeup on him.
I know.
Yeah, is the human it.
Don't let him talk.
He's human Pennywise.
God damn it, he's scary looking.
He is. He's a scary man. Sorry, Carrot Top.
We do love Carrot Top, but he's looking pretty regular these days.
Carrot Top. No. Don't love him. Nope. That is
No.
a thing of my nightmares.
I didn't expect you to look up the picture.
I can never unsee that, Christopher.
I was trying to describe how scary looking he is so you don't have to look up the picture. So you're not tempted.
You're not very good at it.
It's like telling you not to look down when you're walking across the bridge. You're going to fucking look down.
Thank you very much.
Right? Don't look at the scary shit. What scary shit? This right here? Fuck, and now I'm scared. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Good job.
Good job, Chris.
Don't blink.
This is on you. No, this is on you. You're the one that brought it up.
Oh, come on. It's not completely on me.
Uh-huh.
It's not. Did I take the phone and put it into your
I take
hand?
zero responsibility.
Did I put the phone in your hand? Did I tell you to look him up? You have to at least take 25% of the responsibility past my suggestion.
It's on you.
Fine, I'll take it. It's my fault. I fucking did it.
Now just imagine that guy in Pennywise's suit.
If you're listening to the podcast oh god, no.
Oh, get out of here.
Down here. Would you like a balloon? Come take the balloon.
I'm gonna hang up on you, douchebags.
Just imagine pulling up to Wendy's and he's the one at the drive-thru.
I hate you. This is the worst.
Actually, he does not look that far off from the picture on the side of Wendy's. He doesn't look far off from being Wendy. Which says a lot for Wendy.
He probably should have those tails when he's at the drive-thru window.
He did. He put his hair in those pigtails at one point. He did.
I believe it.
Because people used to compare him to the chick on Wendy's. Yeah. Okay. Most cringeworthy moment in the movie.
Most cringy moment.
For me, it's John Malcovich in a dress singing on top of the piano.
Are you kidding me? That was fucking priceless.
It was either that or the guy that approached him in the restaurant when he was sitting down waiting for Maxine, that kept talking to him about how he played a retard very well. And he kept saying the word over and over and over again.
Okay, yeah, no, that... Oh, my God.
And every time he said it, I cringed. I'm like, oh, that's bad. Oh, stop. Just stop.
I'm very uncomfortable with this.
The PC police in my head are just fighting now.
Yep.
Fuck.
PC babies.
I mean, I'm not a terribly PC guy at all. Huh?
South Park PC babies.
What was that guy's name? The PC guy.
PC principal.
Is it PC principal? Is that what they call him?
Yeah.
He's like a real bro, you know?
Yeah, it's
okay.
PC principal. And then, vice principal strong woman. Yeah.
Alright, for you guys, cringeworthy moments. Because there's plenty in here.
You took my cringeworthy moment.
Come up with a new one.
The guy in the restaurant. Fuck you.
What about when she was in a cage? She put herself in a cage.
That was really cringy.
I thought it was cringy. No?
Everything was pretty cringy from the moment he found that portal. Cause
I mean, she went into the cage with like her chimp or some shit, right?
Yeah.
The
She's
cage
just
next
hanging
to the
out
chimp.
with the chimp. You know, that's not an abnormal thing. The chimp's like a child.
Yeah.
The amount of animals that they have in that house was a little abnormal.
That was my fucking biggest cringe. The amount of the animals in that tiny little apartment. There's not enough room for all of them. Are you kidding me? They need like open space and windows and air and fucking like plants and shit.
And every single scene in that apartment was dark.
Yeah.
That first time when Maxine was with John Malcovich dash Lottie in the couch.
Oh my god.
Okay. You thought that was
That you could
cringeworthy?
hear both voices at some point.
Well, that's the whole point, is that there's somebody in his head controlling him through these little moments. I like the fact that they only had control of John Malcovich at night because they had to wait till the office building was shut for the day.
Yeah. And JM Incorporated. And then he fucking shows up. He showed up to the fucking office. And they're like, well, we're running a business. In my head, what? How do you try to justify running a business in someone else's mind without their consent?
That is also another over-exaggerated rape fantasy, if you think about it.
I'm saying, though.
Literally taking control of a person, mind, body, and soul without any consent whatsoever. And then not only that, but selling the permission to do so.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? It's like being pimped out without your knowledge. And essentially, John Cusack and Maxine were the pimps.
Yeah. Where the fuck did Omar go?
He just got up and, like, waved his headphone at me. This is one of those things that's like, we're not in the same room, so it's like, I gotta go do something. I'm gonna put my headphones down, and then we look up because we're talking to each other, and we realize he's not there.
Yeah, right.
If you're in the same room, I can see you leave.
This fucking dog, I can't stand him. You are the worst. I hate you.
That's why you kiss him, right? You know where his tongue was earlier. Be careful.
I kissed his cheek.
Okay.
We're good.
Okay.
Anyway.
He will try to lick your face. Okay. I think we
don't even start with that.
We have talked plenty about being John Malkovich. I'm leaving this in a scene. Mind you, she did end up bound and gagged in the cage. So whether or not she was in there at one point with the chimp, who did help her out of the bindings, he bound and gagged her and put her in the cage.
Yeah, and then he did the whole fucking controlling John Malkovich while they were fucking around with Maxine. And it took them, 3 dates before she found out that the entire time it was fucking Craig?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was 2 or 3 dates, I don't remember, but... It doesn't matter, that's still another fucking exaggerated rape fantasy. Like, she doesn't know who she's sleeping with.
This whole movie is extremely rapey.
I hate it. It is.
I have never loved a more rapey movie.
This is a great movie.
I've never loved a more rapey movie.
Right.
It's weird that you know it. I mean, you can see it.
That is such a terrible, terrible thing to say, though.
It's not untrue, though. If it were untrue, then I'd feel terrible about it. But it really is. I mean, almost all of this stuff is like an over-exaggerated rape fantasy. So, it's, people technically having sex with other people that don't know they're having sex with. So this person, somebody else is in this person's head while Maxine's... Whoa, what was that? What just happened? Omar, what? Your headphones are all of a sudden picking up some really loud sound.
Something from here, probably.
No. When you put it down when you were on here originally, it was kind of low. Now that you put them back on, for some reason, your voice is booming.
I had it on mute for a while.
Oh, there we go. Now it's lower again.
Oh, because I was here.
Gotcha.
You hear it like that? See?
Oh, because you're
now I'm here.
Better. Because you were almost on top of your microphone. I see what that is. All right.
Yeah.
So,
I'm sorry, guys.
Don't deep throat the mic. That's all we ask.
Oh my god.
Look. Why? Seth is not here. Somebody has to fill in those little things.
Yeah. Someone has to be that guy.
I don't want to be that guy. It doesn't sound right coming out of my mouth.
Not really.
It really doesn't. No.
This guy.
Seth will say, "How about coming in?"
I'm gonna put out. I'm just gonna put out an article hiring new Seth.
Are you known to say the inappropriate thing here and there?
Right. Well, he was like Mr. Inappropriate. Like everything was inappropriate in his head. So he was always saying some really weird shit. And we all have our own
He will say
things.
some of the world stuff.
Okay. That being said, we're going to go to break. We will be right back in a few moments to, or at least 30 seconds to do the second half of the podcast and a pitch storm, possibly a few questions. Thank you very much.
Most definitely.
Whoa. Yeah. It's like you're in an auditorium.
Being Seth.
Being Seth.
The movie.
Being Seth Malkovich.
I swear I'm going to cook this dog up rotisserie style and eat you!
Beating Seth Malkovich.
Being Seth Polanski.
What? Polanski?
Don't get much more inappropriate than that.
Like Roman Polanski, except Seth?
Yeah. Except Seth.
Also, super
Okay,
rapey
then.
individual. Go look up Roman Polanski and see about all the things he used to do.
Yeah, he was. He the name itself just says creepy all over.
Well, his
He's on the run, accused of a whole bunch of crazy shit.
I believe statutory rape charges, stuff like that.
All kinds of crazy stuff.
Nasty shit. All right, welcome back to the second half of Cinematic Anarchy. And we're going to go ahead and start with a pitch storm. Actually, probably the only thing we're going to do tonight. We're going to short sheet the whole episode just for the fucking hell of it. And we're going to start with this scenario, which I was trying to explain to the guys here. Might be a little interesting to try to... It's like a pornographic version of Garfield, is what it is.
Oh, no.
Oh my god.
A mean cat, addicted to lasagna, gets stranded on an island full of horny co-eds. And can this whole thing be set during a plane crash? So it's like Revenge of the Nerds meets Garfield meets Lost.
Yeah.
So, not for nothing, I'm sticking with Bill Murray for the cat, because I liked how he did Garfield.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with Bill Murray all the way. Has to be Bill Murray. And I'll even go so far as to say Breckin Meyer should have a role in the movie. You guys like Breckin Meyer at all?
Possibly? Let me look him up.
He played John in the Garfield movies.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I like him. He's been in a lot of stuff. I really enjoy him as an actor. I don't know why he hasn't been doing much lately. Last thing I saw him in was a TV show. It was a lawyer TV show called Franklin and Bash. It was him and the guy... Oh, God, I can't remember his fucking name. The one that played Zach Morris in Saved by the Bell. Mark Paul Gosselaar. Mark Paul Gosselaar. They both played kind of... I don't know what you would call them, honestly. Like, toxic bachelor lawyers.
I'm gonna tell you this.
What?
I'm gonna tell you this.
Douchebags?
The only person saved by the bell whose name I probably know is Pedro Lopez.
Really? You know Pedro Lopez? Because his name is Mario Lopez.
I don't even know that guy's name.
I can
I
name...
think you know something.
I can unfortunately name them, like, the main cast. I can name... let's see, Dustin Diamond, that played Screech, Mario Lopez, Slater. And then there's, unfortunately, I remember Elizabeth Banks, but for all the wrong reasons.
Oh, girls.
Yep.
Hang on. I got a person.
Remember the Showgirls?
I remember Showgirls. I've seen both versions.
What's that the one she was on?
She's been in a lot of stuff, but, like, that's what she's remembered for. So...
It's crazy how she did Saved by the Bell for a minute and nobody remembers her for that.
Alright, so this is going to be... He's stranded on a desert island with a bunch of horny co-eds, so I'm guessing, like, maybe a sorority. Sorority fraternity trip.
Sorority Island.
But it's a cat.
Okay.
Well, no, I'm
Garfield
saying
in Sorority Island.
Basically, like,
So
sorority
we
and
should make his
fraternity.
co-eds other animals, right? So we should make his co-eds other animals, right?
Well, so bear with me where my thought process was. So this is like a Boeing 747. A bunch of like frat and sorority kids get on the plane to go to say like spring break or something, to do something for spring break. And this woman with her cat happens to be on the plane at the same time. Woman dies in the plane crash, and the cat's by itself and has to navigate all these idiots to survive.
Okay. I want Jennifer Tilly in there.
Jennifer Tilly?
Ah!
I like Jennifer Tilly.
That's a good one.
Just put both of the Tilly sisters in there. Jennifer and Meg Tilly.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what would be fun? Make them over-the-hill stewardesses. Just for the... Sorry, my apologies. Flight attendants.
There you go.
You can't call them stewardesses anymore. It's not...
Nope.
Nope, it's not the 1980s. We can't do that anymore.
It's not PC no more?
No, it's not. It's not PC.
Not PC approved.
Right.
Well, it was never PC. It's just that back then nobody cared about PC.
Well, what was politically correct then is not necessarily politically correct now.
Yeah.
Things have changed. People have grown both worse and better. So, anyway, I feel like this is a bumbling idiot group of just 20-something kids. And
I want some like Lord of the Flies shit going on.
At some point, it gets nasty. It gets Lord of the Flies, and the cat ends up being hunted down by these people for food.
No. Have them worship the cat as a god.
What if one half of them worshipped him as a god and the other half saw him as food?
Okay.
So he's constantly having to fight off or escape people that are trying to kill him for food, and the other half of them are a little too affectionate for a cat. It's a weird movie.
Okay.
Got some...
I want some Rambo shit going on in there, too.
I'm sorry, no, Michael Cera. I got this weird fucking thing in my head now. I want to bring Michael Cera in. There's this whole scene where he's built his own little palm frond hut, and he manages to capture the cat, and there's just this entire scene of Michael Cera and nothing but a palm frond covering him. Just sitting there telling his deepest sexual fantasy to the cat.
I want, in the middle of that, fantasy, I want Sylvester Stallone to, leap in from one of the trees and just spear him through the face.
Just in his Rambo gear.
And then, yeah, exactly. And then the next scene is Michael Cera on a spit roasting over fire.
So that's the half that doesn't worship the cat. That's the half that wants to eat him.
And they're willing to eat the people too.
Yeah, doesn't matter. It's food. If it's meat, it's meat.
If it's got meat, it's food.
Exactly.
They have all the works to accompany whatever meat they hunt, human or feline.
Do what you gotta do.
We are brutal with Michael Cera. We are so brutal with him.
Bro,
Michael Cera better run. Do for yourself.
Every time we bring him into one of the pitch storms, he always gets either fucked up or he's a piece of shit.
Or he's just a creeper that stands there and does nothing. We've had that too.
Yeah, exactly.
And the guy might end up being our first celebrity guest one time. And then we were really going on him.
Breckenmeyer, I only want briefly in the movie. I want him to be the pilot of the plane that goes down. Breckenmeyer.
Okay.
So I want him and Donald Faison as the pilot and co-pilot of the plane. Donald Faison's the guy that played Turk in Scrubs.
Yep.
Also in Clueless, one of my favorite actors, right up there with I like Wayne Brady. I think he's underused. I really do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, anyway.
Throw fucking Kevin Hart in there somewhere.
Kevin Hart.
He's trying to throw Kevin Hart and he's trying to hit on Jennifer Tilly and shit and totally not making it. She's wearing these 7-inch fucking pumps.
all right.
She's already like a tall woman, you know?
Right.
I won't give it her to be hitting on somebody really, really tall.
But he's hitting on her. She's wearing pumps on the plane as like a flight attendant.
Absolutely. And then the entire time on the island, she's still wearing the pumps. She doesn't take them off for shit.
What if she is like the one, like her and her sister are like the only flight attendants that didn't get the memo that they're not stewardesses anymore? Just didn't get the memo.
No, they just dress like that because that's, who they are. That's how they like to dress.
Right. So that's like, this is what they go to work. Well, and you constantly have like people in the aisles like trying to tell them it's not PC to do what you're doing, What are you doing? You're not supposed to wear that. You're not supposed to act like that. I can do what I want.
And they're just like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I can do what I want. I'm good. So, I want, just because, and this is just because, I want Jack Black to rescue the cat at the end of the movie. He has no other role out, just one line at the end of the movie when he rescues the cat. That's it. Just to have him there. Like, he's the guy that flies the helicopter or something.
Who, Wayne Brady?
No, Jack Black. I was saying I wanted Jack Black in for just...
What do we have Wayne Brady do?
Oh, I didn't realize we had agreed to have Wayne Brady in the movie.
You did say, that's why I was thinking, you're chlorine the cast.
Hold up.
I know what Wayne Brady is in this movie, and you're going to hate me for saying this. He is an Alfonso Ribeiro impersonator.
Yes, no, I love it.
So, the entire movie, and people are like, what are you? And he keeps trying to explain to them, I'm an Alfonso Ribeiro impersonator, and they look at him and go, what? Who?
Why? As Carlton or just Alfonso Ribeiro when he used to do the little breakdancing videos?
Well, I mean, he's done a lot of stuff. As a matter of fact, he was one of my favorite actors. He played a thug in the movie Ticks. Can you imagine Alfonso Ribeiro as a thug of any sort? Ever?
I want...
Yeah!
Who do you want?
Hold up. I want, with Jack Black, to, come in and rescue the cat. I want Kyle Gass in there with him.
Okay.
As Tenacious D.
What about what if it just is? It's just Tenacious D rescues the cat.
Yeah, exactly. I want Tenacious D to show up and fucking do their whole little rock concert and shit and fucking rescue the cat and just fly off in a helicopter or some shit.
Tenacious D was
the island burns down under a volcano.
Actually,
and I want somebody to yell, "Go Tenacious, go!"
You just gave me a new idea.
No, it just fades out with "We are the D, we 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 are the D."
Okay.
Yes.
You just gave me a good idea for the movie, though. What if instead of just making him just a cameo at the end of the movie, this destination that they were flying to, Tenacious D missed the plane, and they end up having to get a helicopter to go to the same place that these people were going. So they were just a bit behind, and that's why they ended up rescuing these people. So you've got Tenacious D chartering a helicopter to get to the destination these people were supposed to go to.
Yes. I love it.
So you just see bits and pieces throughout the movie of them.
They fly off to the destination that they were all supposed to head to. Some fucking, I don't know. What's the destination going to be?
Acapulco.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
Tenacious D is doing a fucking concert in Acapulco.
Palm Springs. Who knows? It was just something spring breaky. Could be Daytona Beach.
And the cat gets put on a pedestal with a little king's velvet crown and shit with a velvet cape.
I don't want Garfield for this movie, though. I don't want a Garfield cat. I want a grumpy cat.
I want a fucking Sphinx.
A Maine Coon cat.
Yes. Hands down.
Just a big-ass, vicious-looking cat, A Maine Coon cat.
The last scene is, Tenacious D doing their whole concert, and the cat's, in his whole royalty outfit, eating the lasagna.
Just eating lasagna.
I guess it's gonna be soundtrack by.
And then Bill Murray, just for the hell of it, just has to explain this is not copyright infringement. I look nothing like Garfield. This is not copyrighted. Pay no attention to the lasagna. It's not baked. I don't know. All right, let's move on to the second pitch.
Okay.
That one was good. Second pitch. A young witch that moves away from home to start a business must fights to save their brainwashed family from a deadly cult. And the note for this, let's be artsy. Let's do the whole thing without dialogue.
Okay.
So I feel like this is an entire movie done in interpretive dance. But I want it to be a horror film. A horror film done in interpretive dance.
Okay, I'm with it.
So
honestly, that kind of sounds a lot like... have you guys ever seen this guy?
Hello.
No, that's my boyfriend.
Right. Anyway,
I'm gonna fucking eat this guy.
Get a ball gag. Anyway, no.
Anyway, have you guys seen The Tempest?
Yes.
Sounds familiar, but I don't think I've seen it.
Okay, that's kind of like the vibe I want to get from it. It's like spooky and fucking like, I don't know. I really liked the Tempest movie.
Okay.
I know it's a play, but like they did really good with the movie.
Okay.
That kind of energy.
So that's what you're thinking about for this kind of movie.
Yeah.
You need people that have either been in dance films or you think might be able to dance.
Okay, I want the cast from Suspiria.
The cast from Rent.
And fucking
Mila Kunis.
What's her? Mila Kunis, yeah.
Mila?
What's her fucking name? Hang on. This bitch from Phantom of the Opera.
I don't know.
Shameless, Fiona.
Fiona Apple?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Ah, fuck. Damn it. Name.
Emily Rossum?
Is that what her name? Emmy Rossum?
Emmy Rossum.
Rasum? Who knows?
You
You have to hear the person actually pronounce their own name for you to really get an idea.
Yeah, Emmy Rossum.
You could probably bring Natalie Portman in, because she can dance.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I want Natalie Portman as the witch. I want Natalie Portman as our witch in this movie. The one that moves away to start a family business and finds out that she has to now save her family. Well, she's not young, though. She's not young anymore. It's a young witch we're looking for, right?
Yeah. Hang on. Oh my god, the girl from fucking Split.
Young witch, hold on. Zendaya.
Oh yeah.
She's a great dancer too.
Yeah.
So
oh god, that's a good one.
I think that she could pull off a movie that's done entirely with no dialogue, and then you tell them they get paid by word. So, we have the script here. You're going to get paid for every line of dialogue that you read. It's all interpretive dance. You don't have to speak at all. Go.
Yeah, exactly. Make nothing. I don't know where to go with this.
You don't? No?
I don't know. Wait, read the cards to me again. The young witch, fucking...
Did we all
what did she do?
We just all lost our train of thought, like, all together.
Yeah.
It's like, we're talking, and then it's like, we know we were doing something, but I don't remember what. Okay. A young witch moves away from home to start a business. Fights to save their family from a deadly cult. Which, honestly, a lot of this feels like you're talking about Suspiria.
Yeah, right?
It has a lot of it. And when you talk about there being no dialogue and you having to rely on dance as part of the medium to convey the movie, then you
their whole dancing is like revolved around their witchcraft is revolved around their dancing.
I'm sorry. I have the damn movie playing in the background, and I forgot how big Charlie Sheen's skull was in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
I'm gonna express them! Okay? I'm angry! So I got angry! And I expressed it!
It happens.
Did you... What was that?
Frodo's yelling at his game. And I'm like, bro, I'm still recording. He's like, I got angry. I'm allowed to have emotions. I'm expressing my emotions.
If he's going to express the emotions, maybe he can put the game away and actually be on the podcast. Then he can express all he wants.
I know, right?
He can express all he wants. We'd love to have him. You know?
I love him.
Just hop on the podcast. You don't have to express yourself from there.
I love him.
Yeah. Anywho.
This is the plot of fucking Suspiria, basically.
It is almost complete, but we have to make it our own somehow. So I want to say it is a... Ooh. I'm trying to think. What is that movie?
What if you made the cult from, like, the Valerie... What's her fucking name?
Valerie.
American Horror Story cult. Valerie... What's her fucking name? That killed the fucking... I'm so bad at words right now.
We are also talking about something I cannot help you with at all.
Hang on.
I have not seen it.
Oh, you didn't watch American Horror Story cult.
I have not, no.
You're terrible.
I'm a horrible human being, and I'm well aware. That's fine. I don't mind being horrible. I can be deplorable and horrible and unmentionable. And Omar,
Okay, Valerie Solanas.
Omar talks to us constantly here about, like, forgetting the mute button, and he forgot the mute button. He's talking, I can't hear him.
I was actually talking to a child.
Oh, see, you were making eye contact with
That's
us.
why I was in mute.
You were making eye contact
Okay.
with
I'm
us.
sorry.
Okay, so let's make the cult the Valerie Solanas scum cult.
Okay.
She killed
Scum cult?
Andy Warhol.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking do. Let me find the words.
Or like a revival thereof.
And
Because we're talking about like something completely different. I mean, are we going to go back to that
It's
cult?
the Society for Cutting Up Men. And it's basically, men are turds, lowly, abject turds, this and that, It's a whole, like, anti-men kind of radical feminism.
it's
So
extreme feminism.
let's have the witch try to, like, be rescuing her brainwashed family from these fucking, like, psycho bitches.
Okay, so it's all like the
And
female members of the
and these
family.
psycho bitches are using their witchcraft to brainwash them into, like, going out and killing men.
Nice. You know who I want for the leader of the brainwashing cult that basically has brainwashed a family of witches? You know who I want for that leader? Somebody that you wouldn't think to put in that position.
Betty White.
Melissa Joan Hart. Sabrina, the teenage witch.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
I like Betty White, though.
Betty White, I actually... I had Melissa Joan Hart in my head the second you said Betty White, I was done. Yeah, Betty White. Make it Betty White. Definitely make it Betty White. You know why Betty White?
Because it's Betty White.
Have you seen Lake Placid? Where they accuse her of feeding her husband to the alligator, which she did, mind you. But she looked at the police officer, and the reason I fell in love with Betty White at that point was she looks the police officer dead in the eye. She goes, if I had a dick, this is about the point where I'd tell you to suck it.
Uh-huh.
Hearing
fantastic.
those words come out of Betty White's mouth, just...
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, Betty White was his gangster.
Okay, so Betty White is having all her little minions brainwash these people with their fucking devil dance magic.
I'm sorry.
To kill boys and men, anything with a penis.
They have a mask that they wear. They have a mask that they wear to go out and commit their crimes. Nope. B. Arthur.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
B.
Arthur passed away, though.
I know, but it's a mask.
You can still have a mask of her face.
It's a mask.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, the mask. Okay.
So just a B. Arthur, because it's Betty White, and we're going to do an homage to Golden Girls here, basically.
Yeah.
And I want to make Melissa Joan Hart the mother. Basically, she's the mother of Zendaya, which it doesn't look right.
Okay.
It doesn't look right at all, but that's because the father looks more like Zendaya than the mother does.
Let's make the father Lucifer.
Lucifer? Oh, what's that guy's name?
Lucifer!
Like literally Lucifer. I'm thinking Lucifer from the show. We don't even have to go Lucifer. You can go. What is the Wiccan equivalent?
Well,
because we're talking witches here. We're not talking Christianity. We're not going to include Lucifer in this. Not like Sabrina, the TV show includes him, or the new one anyway.
Baphomet.
Baphomet, yes.
Baphomet.
Okay. So basically, the
yes,
Wiccan...
have the fucking... Oh my god, have the fucking Baphomet goat man walk in at the very end and be like, fuck you, and kill everybody.
Right. Basically, this entire...
I have a man. I have a penis. Stupid little girls.
Just takes out the entire anti-feminist cult.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Bites off Betty White's head.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Just absolute carnage. They finally managed to resurrect this guy right after the...
Like that very end of Suspiria where they fucking, like, walk through and she's just, like... her little, like, demon friend is, like, making everybody's heads explode and shit and fucking... Everyone's dying. Fucking... Yeah, I want that shit with Baphomet.
Baphomet. Sounds good. Okay, so I
and
think
that'll be the end.
Alright, that'll be the end. We just ended the movie, so I think we just ended the podcast.
Yeah, and it's 10 o'clock. We're on the schedule.
I'm trying to figure out if you cannot talk in the movie, if there's no dialogue whatsoever, how... Oh, this is just sad. This is a sad thought that just went through my head. We're going to make it slightly comedic. Just slightly.
It needs to be.
So Betty White doesn't do her own dancing, obviously. You're not going to get her to do her own dancing in this movie. So who we have fill in for Betty White is your boyfriend, who's rather loud this evening. No.
Yep.
You're going to be our new Betty White. What's wrong with you? Anyway, who fills in for Betty White? A very thinly disguised David Spade.
Oh my god, yes.
He does all the dancing for Betty White's character. They put him in just enough prosthetics to kind of make it look like her, but it still looks like David Spade.
I fully support this. And no, it's just David Spade in his regular clothes that, like, you know, fucking pajama pants and a dirty t-shirt or some shit, and he's got fucking, like, a Betty White wig half-assed put over his already long hair.
Yeah, kind of, what is that character? Joe Dirt. Kind of like a very Joe Dirt-esque look to him. But very, very thinly veiled. So it's like they didn't even try, really, to kind of make him look like a stunt double or anything. Just, it's David Spade, he's just there, dancing. And I'm just trying to imagine him dancing.
He's, like, making faces while he's doing, like, over-exaggerated movements.
Okay. If we're going to give this movie a very comedic flair, I can say one other thing. You know Baphomet? Obviously, we're going to use trick photography to kind of make him look larger than he is, but there's one guy that I'd like to make Baphomet. And it's somebody that is not even remotely intimidating at all, ever.
Okay.
Nick Seward.
Danny DeVito? Oh my god!
Just... Nick Seward... But we want to have, like, almost on-point Guillermo del Toro kind of makeup on him.
Yeah.
But the voice... You just had every time he's going to be the only person in this entire movie that gets to speak.
I can't stand it. I love it. I support this.
So, all right, I like this movie. I really do. It makes me laugh. It's never going to get made, but whatever.
You never know.
Make our movies. Make our movies. That's all I'm asking. Somebody listen to the get through the stuff that we do at the beginning and listen to the good stuff at the end. I mean, in all honesty, I've gotten to the point where I started thinking to myself, why aren't we just doing this?
Yeah.
I mean, why aren't we just doing this pitch storm as the podcast, and then at the end we can talk about the movies? You know, hey, we watched a movie this week. This is what we kind of sat down. We all kind of watched this, that, and the other thing, and you know. But you put the fun stuff at the beginning.
Switch it up a little bit.
Fuck it, that's what we're going to do next week. Next week, we start off with the pitch storm, and then we move into the movie.
Sounds good.
Stick around if you actually want to listen to the movie, but for right now, let's have some fucking fun. Drag him in with the fun, then make him listen to the other stuff.
Exactly.
That way, they have to go kicking and screaming out of the back end of the podcast.
Yeah.
True that.
Hey, if you listen to what we did for John Malcovich here, Being John Malkovich is a fantastic movie. We spent 8 minutes talking about it.
I know, right?
And then the other 12 minutes, or 20 minutes, actually, just talking about everything but.
Exactly.
So that's what we do. We like movies, yes. Do we discuss them at length? No, it actually makes us think about other things. We start postulating, and at some point, El Jefe learns to shut his mouth and end the podcast. At some point.
Someday. It's not past my bedtime.
Well, it gets to be like 9, 10 o'clock at night, and my brain just goes, get it all out. Come on, get it all out. Say everything.
You're talking to me about exaggerated endings.
Right? Right now, I'm still talking. We're 31 minutes into the end of the podcast, and I'm still flapping my gums. All right. Thank you very much for listening to Cinematic Anarchy on behalf of Omar, Miss B, the guy laughing over in the corner there, Miss B's boyfriend, and the young man.
Say hi.
Young man sitting right there in Omar's lap. Hello. Have a wonderful night. And, thank you for listening.